car list yet, John.
Yep.
We've showed off 2 of the cars in earlier this back in July.
And this is one of them.
This is one of them.
Justin Pollock's 2015 Mustang.
Before we get to the cars,
yeah.
where are we in the world?
This is your first house.
Okay.
Everybody gets this house. I think this is the first house you get in the game. It's called the Gables. It's a nice house out in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
And remind people about houses very quickly. What are
Player houses are, you can think of as almost like another functional hub, like the festival hub, where you can fast travel there, you can work on your cars there. And what's really cool is you can also do Forza Vista and car painting here. You can still do it in the festival if you want,
Right.
but you can actually see what your decals and all your artwork looks like outside in natural lighting,
Nice.
which is a new thing.
All right, so people know about this car. This is the car, the Mustang, of course, driven by Justin Pollock. Tell us about this car.
Well, Gabe, you
Or
probably
Gabe,
know more
Gabe.
about this car than I
About
do.
this car.
All right. Yeah, this is the Roush Racing. This is an actual 25 model year. This is Justin's car that he raced last year. But specs are all the same. You know, as you can see, there's lots of carbon fiber on this car. It's a supercharged V8, Ford V8. Obviously, it's Roush. You know, Roush built that engine. But as you can see, the detail that we got into this is outstanding. The level of access that we got to the car to pull things open and get in and take photos of, you know, all the little details, it's all reflected in what we delivered in the game. And I'm really excited and proud of what the team has done with the modeling and the delivery of this car. You can see the difference in, you know, the metallics in the livery. You can see the carbon fiber, the weave. You can see the matte colors and like the stars and whatnot. So, you know, this is the same level of detail that we delivered across all the FD cars, and it started with the access to these cars and how close we got to get
And
to
speaking
those.
of access,
Yep.
here's another one all the way from Australia.
The Maloo. Yeah, this is Josh Robinson's ride, and just to go on a little tangent
Sure.
here. You know, this Maloo, you know, FD has a strict no trucks rule to race, so
Okay,
he had
it's
to
not a
get
truck.
he had to get special permission to use this because it's part truck, part car, right? So he had to get special permission to use this.
Oh, look at that.
The beautiful thing
Beast.
about this Maloo, as you can see, again, it's powered by a supercharged V8 motor. This thing is making over 1,000 horsepower, and you can just look at the detail that we put into the engine and the livery, and you know, as you get into the
Well,
you know.
you forgot to put a steering wheel in here.
Oh,
I think
wait
that's
a
a
minute.
bug.
Oh.
Forgot that.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
wait,
way to hold up.
it's from Australia.
Right-hand drive, baby.
Okay, it's a right-hand
Okay.
drive. It's from
Yeah.
Australia.
All right.
Yeah, so, you know, again, the detail, when you get into the game, when you get this pack,
look at another
you're going to love just checking out all the little details. You know, go in there, explore the engine, look at the back, because a lot of the sheet metal has been removed
Okay.
from this vehicle.
I'll go right back.
So we're going to actually drive back to the house so we can check out a few more of the cars. We'll check out all the cars. But Gabe, when we think about that Ute as a truck, you know, and technically it starts as a utility vehicle in Australia, but it competes as alongside the other traditional quote-unquote cars in Formula D. How do they get that? How do they get the Ute in a shape that it can compete with a Mustang, compete with a 240 and all of that?
Yeah, it's great because Formula D is it's relatively new. It's one of the younger sporting when you think of like Formula One or FIA, whatever. The rules are very lenient on what you can do to a car to make it competitive. You know, there are very few rules that limit what you can do. You know, the main one being the pickup points for the suspension. Outside of that, you can do just about anything.
Horsepower can vary from
700
yeah.
all the way up to over 1,000 horsepower.
Wow.
And you have the same car. You have a 650, 700 horsepower car competing with a 1,000 horsepower
How much
car.
is in this Viper?
This Viper is over 1,000 horsepower. This Viper it's the stock V10 of the Dodge Viper V10, but it's twin turbocharged, so it's ridiculous. It's plus the engine is a work of art. You know, the way they have the turbos mounted on it.
Here, let's pop off the
Yeah, let's
pop
take
off the
that
bonnet
thing
and
off.
see what we got.
Oh, look at that.
So what you have here is, flanking the engine right there is a massive turbos feeding that bad boy. That's
Wow.
why this guy's one of the more powerful cars in the series.
Wow.
You know, stock engine, upgraded bits to handle, the forced induction on this bad boy. But yeah, this is Dean Kearney's car, and
And this is
again,
all
look at the detail.
It's all fuel in the back, right? I mean,
It's
those
all
big
fueled
fans.
in the back. If you
Yep.
look at this, those big fans are actually drawing air through the radiator. They mount the radiators on the rear of these cars because the front end gets a lot of action.
Sure.
So what I've learned was these cars can actually, after the drift, after they do a run, the cars sit at idle while the judges put in their scores.
Okay.
And, just about any other race car cannot sit there sitting still,
It has to have
for
that
any
air
amount of
moving in
reason.
through
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
These cars are set up to handle that.
All right, let's
Well,
see what other
Let's
ones we
pause
got.
right here, John,
Yep.
real quick, so people can see the full list, because
Oh,
this is the
yeah, here
full
we go.
list here.
Yep.
So we've seen the Mustang, we've seen the Ute, we just were looking at the Viper. What do you think next, John?
Well, do you want to take a look at the Z? Or sorry,
Yeah.
not the Z. That's the it's another S15, isn't it?
Okay.
40, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is Matt White's car. Another, it's
Matt
Formula
Field.
D. Matt Field. Matt
Yeah.
Field's car.
Definitely
Sorry,
got that
Matt.
Falcon, classic Falcon livery
Nice.
underneath
Livery.
all the other sponsors.
You'll see a lot of the same, design cues, or should I say functional cues,
Uh-huh.
rear-mounted radiator, big honking motor up front.
Big old-
The unique one about this car is it's got a Vortex centrifugal supercharger mounted, not a twin screw or roots mounted.
Of course.
On
I'm
going to
pretend I know what that means. That's good detail. More power. That's
Yes,
right.
that's what it is, baby.
Take a
Yeah.
look
So this
inside.
is an S15. If you look at this,
Wait, is that a cooler? Is that
Is
where
it-
he keeps his Pepsi?
Yeah, that's
hey
His
man,
Coke?
it's got to
Keep
keep,
your
yourself
rock
cool,
star or
man. Got to
whatever
keep the
in there.
driver cool.
Okay.
No, he doesn't
the
have
big
any time to
handbrake,
be
of
playing
course.
that
That's a
stuff.
signature for these cars.
Oh, it is key to drifting.
Yep.
That and the steering angle. And these guys, there's no time ever to relax during
all that
running
detail
this
back
thing.
there.
Yeah, so again, you can see
Job.
what you see in the trunks is the fuel tank and the radiator.
Mhm.
So what they'll run, you'll see the cooling lines running through the inside of the car, just big hoses just running back, to the engine, to the radiator.
I want to see this BMW.
Yeah,
This is
325,
Andy
baby.
Haley's, right?
This is Andy Hately's. It's a
Oh, that is
it's 325.
That's
but
actually kind
it's
of
beautiful.
subtle looking.
I love the box
Subtle.
flares. Box
Wait,
flares
look at
are
that.
wonderful.
Look at that mean.
Yeah, that is pretty
stance
mean
on there.
looking.
Oh, but when you stand up, you got to clearance that supercharger, right?
Yeah,
What's he got under the hood?
love the
Oh, it's
orange.
lovely.
It's worth
Hey,
pointing.
what is this? It's a V8 and it's supercharged.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
so what-
sacrilege, isn't it? But that's
Not
part of
really
Formula
argue.
Drift, right? You know, they
Yeah.
get a big engine, they
You gotta
slap
make
it in the
that
car they
power,
want.
man. Got to make that smoke.
One of the things that's interesting is we were talking about this earlier, Gabe, but these cars, you expect in performance race cars they have a single seat. Every car I've seen so far has had 2 seats in the front, and you said there's good reason for that.
Oh, yeah. Formula Drift is all about the fans. It is all about that engagement of the community. And anyone who's been to a Formula Drift event knows they set specific time aside to meet with the drivers,
Right.
and the drivers want to meet their fans.
That's
they
cool.
want to know what's that.
And give 'em
So
ride-alongs.
this is about giving people rides.
I love
yeah.
it.
Sweet. All right, we got time to look at another one.
Yeah, let's
before
look
we
at another one.
go for a
So we've
spin?
got a couple. I noticed that I saw in chat people were asking. We've got a lot of 240s in this pack, but they're all slightly different.
Oh,
right?
they're
all tuned
very
differently, right?
different.
Very, very
Yeah.
different. They're different years. They're different. They're set up for the drivers.
Okay.
Right. It's very.
It's like putting on shoes.
It
right?
would be very difficult for one driver to get into another driver's car and do what they can in their own car.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very personal to the driver's tastes. So this here is Alec Honadale's Rain-X car. He's racing this one this year. And surprise, surprise, it's
What?
a supercharged V8. So
Nice.
these are big LS motors, 6+ liters. Intercooled, a lot of cases they're intercooled, supercharged, making between 700 and 1,000 horsepower.
Wow.
Again, another rear-mounted radiator. But as you can see, as you get in there, you can see all the details that we were able to, to shoot and model into the cars. All the stickers and all the screws
Drift
and
raff.
the wires and everything. It's great, right down to his wooden
Yeah.
shift knobs.
all of the
Sweet.
I like how all of the handbrake are slightly different as well. They got a different
Yeah,
design
yeah.
and they look or feel different. I love that.
Yeah, so beautiful car.
All right, and
The Rain-X
I think-
240.
I think we've got one more car.
One more? Okay.
Is that right? Have we gotten?
No, I think we've got a couple more.
We got a couple more.
We've got the yellow 240. And
Yeah.
No, I think
That's
that's
it.
it.
So the
You're
last
right. I
one
think
right
you're
here.
All
All
right,
right.
let's check that one out. Maybe that'll be the one we drive.
This is Corey Hosford's car,
Okay.
right?
Yes, it is Corey Hosford's car.
Just to tell everybody, Corey did come by the studio a few weeks ago to have fun driving his car around in the game, and yeah,
Now, this is a great car because yes, it's another S15, but the body kit. This is a Rocket Bunny boss kit, and as you can tell, it gives it that muscle car look from the front end. It's so cool. It looks like, you know, a classic muscle car. Another unique feature of this guy is he's got the exterior mounted intercooler for his twin turbo setup. You know, his turbos
And the wastegates
the
through the
wastegates
hood.
actually vent through the hood
To shoot flames,
shoot
which he
flames.
said
Oh.
that's the whole reason he did that, so
That's
he
right.
could shoot flames from the hood.
Which makes this the car
Heck
we
yeah.
have to drive, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Should we take it for a spin?
Yeah, let's take
Let's
this
do
car
it.
for
All
a
right.
spin. We're going to, you know, you've seen the cars in the pack. There's a lot of variety there, Gabe. There's so many cool examples of what Formula Drift is doing. And like you said, these cars are fit to their drivers, so there's a lot of variety there, which I really appreciate. We're going to take these for a spin, some of them for a spin, and go to a brand new section, John, that we haven't seen before. I
Yeah, so I'm gonna take us to the train yards where we're gonna have some fun, just ripping around in a nice area that's just a really cool place to have fun drifting.
If you've played Forza Horizon 4, you know we have these sort of
Yep.
playground areas where we can just go and
Yeah, so if you see the map here, I'm gonna scooch on up to this area near Edinburgh,
Yep.
and I'm gonna park the car right here in this rail yard,
Express Railway.
and it's just a fun playground. And there's a few playgrounds like this. There's an airfield, which is kind of set up as a drift park, but I chose the airfield today because
The railway.
sorry,
Express
the railway.
yeah.
See, I'm confusing myself already. The railway, and here I'm just going to drive in a dash cam view here so you can see hopefully some wastegates shooting flames once we start drifting around here. But boom, there you go. Flames out the hood.
Love it.
So yeah, extreme steering angle. Watch out, extreme steering angle on these cars. Look at, I'll just park here for you, and you can see. Crank that all the way over there. Crank that one. What do you say that is, Gabe? Is that like 60 degrees? Yeah. Yeah. So these cars are really set up to drift, and you know that steering angle helps you keep catching that drift when you've gone to an extreme angle.
Sure.
I mean, you know, you could be 60 degrees and still straighten your car out.
Anyone who likes to drift their cars, you know, once you get into these, you will know immediately that there's something different and special about it.
That's just what I was going to ask. How is this going to feel to a Forza player? Now, drifting is not new to Forza, of course. People have been drifting in Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon. But when they come to Horizon 4 or they come to Forza Motorsport 7, we'll talk about that in just a bit. But how are these cars going to feel? What's different now that we have these options?
Right out the box, because they are Formula Drift, you know, pro-level cars, they have the similar setup that the pros are using to do those incredibly smoky drift courses, you know, and you'll be able to do the same. It's very flattering to the drift driver. It'll be very familiar for someone who drives a drift car.
Is it fair to say, like, I am not an expert drifter, that it's easier to initiate a drift? Is that easier to?
Man.
Is that fair?
I'd love to be a drift driver,
Right.
and I try, but I'm not good.
Okay.
But I get into these cars, and you can immediately tell. I'm like, hey, yeah, I can drift. It's always been the car.
I
ever
should
since
be a
you-
pro.
Yeah,
should I
yeah.
go-
I was
should I go
always
find
held
a
back
drift
by my
zone?
equipment.
Yeah, I'll go find a drift zone and show you just how easy it is to rack up some incredible drifts. And I don't know, Corey had a lot of fun driving his own car in the game. I mean, he was like a little kid.
Well, looking at chat, I know we want to see a couple other cars. So let's check out the drift zone, and then maybe we'll try a different
Oh,
car. at the
geez, all right.
railway.
Which one should I be driving?
This
Because I
is
can
fine.
swap it while I'm in the car,
Let's
while I'm
stay
on
here.
the road.
Let's
All
stay
right.
with this guy.
All right.
But show off the drift zone, and then we'll go back to the railway in a different car. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a short drive up the road here.
So drift zones, if you don't know, this
It's
is where
hard to not drift.
yeah, that's right. And a car like this, you're always drifting.
Yeah.
But drift zones are special areas on the map, right, John?
Yep. Yeah, so first introduced, I think, in Horizon 2. I'm
think
trying to
you're right.
remember now.
Yep.
Drift zone is a place, between 2 points where you can just get a good drift going and hold it. Now, as many of you know who've played Horizon 2 and Horizon 3, we did have a problem with drift zones, and that was that traffic ruined your whole day. Well, the good news is, now while I'm in a drift zone, any car that's in the drift zone, except one of my friends who I've decided to convoy with, right, everyone will be ghosted. So if I end up encountering another traffic car in here, I'm not doing so well because I'm talking and
I
driving
know
at
what
the
that's
same
like,
time.
yeah.
Sorry, but yeah, there you go.
We're gonna have to trademark that for Forza Monthly. I'm talking. And
I'm
driving
talking
at the
while
same
driving.
time.
Well,
Please
Johnny
forgive me.
Wanna can do it
Yes.
very well.
He has a lot of.
He's got a lot of practice in that. Now, if I actually, so here I go. If I can get enough speed, so these guys are ghosted, so they're not going to ruin my day if I drift through them. But as soon as I get out of the drift zone,
Now you
collision's
can make
back
contact.
on again.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
It's like you scripted it.
Yes,
It's
it was
amazing.
perfect way to demo that. All right, should we fire up another car?
Yeah, let's go. Let's actually, why don't you go this way through the drift
Okay.
zone? Show it one more time in case we can get some oncoming traffic.
All right, let's
and
get
then we'll
some,
go back to the rail yard and
get
try a
some
different car.
some more flames through the hood motion. That's just so cool when that happens.
Yeah, that looks awesome. So this is like a direct reaction to people saying, "Hey, I just got a great drift, score, but it was ruined at the very end because I hit a car."
There's no more fish that got away.
Right.
Sorry. Like, when you're in here now, you got no excuses except your own skill. So.
Right.
Yeah. And you can. I mean, these are so easy to just completely, rack up a massive drift score.
What I love is that these kinds of cars are going to make me look like a real drifter.
Failed.
But someone who is a real drifter, they're going to make these things look like works of art.
I've seen these cars in the hands of a Forza drifter, and it is incredible. It is beautiful.
All right, which one am I drifting next? Do we have anybody?
Yeah, let's see. We've got the list here, guys. If you want to see one of these particular cars hooning around, let us know in the chat, and we will do our best to accommodate you.
In the meantime, this BMW.
Okay, we'll do the BMW. But let us know in the chat. We'll try to keep an eye on that and show you the car you want to see next. Right now, we're going to be in the BMW.
I think Playground mentioned this in their stream as well, but car delivery is free now. So anywhere you are in the world, if you got the wrong car for the job, you just say, "I want my car delivered to me," and we don't charge you any in-game credits or anything like that. So you can do that to your heart's delight.
Good news is a lot of people are saying the BMW. So we got you, man. We got you. You want to see the BMW? You got it.
Yeah. Let's get some cockpit.
Viper's next. A lot of votes for the Viper. So maybe we do the Viper next. I think we're going to do a little competition too at some point before this segment is over.
Oh, should we? Okay. Can't just be me all the time.
No, we're going to do a drift zone competition so you can get the best score.
See, right through that ghosted mini. Not a problem.
Not a problem. And then as soon as you come out of it, it's back to normal.
Ding, ding, ding.
Love it. That is so cool.
All right. You want to take it for a spin? Should we get another car?
Yeah, let's show the Viper. People wanted to see the Viper. So let's check out the Viper.
All right. Let me get off the road here just in case they get...
Super Shocker says we're terrible at drifting.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm on a stream here.
Very cool. Right.
We're talking and playing
right.
at the
Actually,
same time.
it's
We're
a good
showing
point,
you
though.
guys.
Not everybody is born to drift, right? I am not the world's greatest
I'll put my
drifter.
hand up for that one.
Yeah.
Everyone put your hand up.
That's right.
And these cars are... they're hard to handle a little bit, to be quite honest. You're going to have to, it's going to take some practice to really dial it in.
Try to drive one of these straight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just try to drive a regular Viper
I'm
straight.
going the wrong way here, sorry. I meant to be going back the way we came.
So what part of the world are we here?
This is kind of the southwest corner of Edinburgh, I think. So we're just kind of not really in the city. We're just on the outskirts of the city. But it chose this drift zone because it's kind of long and pretty epic. Even though, as who was it who pointed out, I'm not the world's greatest drifter. See, there's a Drivatar drifting through here too, but luckily not screwing up my score.
But he's also ghosted, so that's perfect.
And that says, that's Ralph Fulton's development Drivatar.
Oh, Fat Teen.
Yeah, it's a development Drivatar, so it's kind of like, a little bit. So that was a weak score.
Okay.
All right.
But you got 2 stars out of it.
Yeah, but I'd have to get 102,000 to
I'm
get
just
3
trying to
stars.
make you feel good, dude.
Which, by the way, was my earlier previous one. So
People are giving you tips. They're saying second gear or third gear all the way. Come on.
Second or third with this Viper?
Second or third.
All right. Let's do third gear the whole way. All right. Nope, I'm off the skids.
Would it be possible for my production guys if we get a little sound here? It would be awesome so we could hear the cars.
Yeah, that's the problem. I
Yeah.
can't hear my
We can't hear
car,
the
so I
cars
can't
here,
hear the
so-
wheels.
The only
that's-
excuse
that's
is your
the
skill,
excuse.
John.
Yeah, the only
the
sound is the whole time, right? All right, here we go. All right. Well, that didn't suck terribly.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't
All right.
bad.
All right, you want to give it a go?
I'll give it a go.
Okay, try not to press down on the left stick.
I'll
'cause
do
we
my
are
best.
in debug.
You know, I panic during moments like
Yeah.
this, so handbrake is on the...
Oh, I have it on manual shifting, so
Oh,
you want to
God.
be going up, B up,
Fine.
right? Yeah.
Where's handbrake?
Handbrake is
X.
where it normally is, like A,
Okay,
right,
got it.
by default.
Oh, this feels way different.
There you go.
Oh, man.
See, it drifts by itself.
Gabe, you give this thing gas, it starts drifting immediately.
It's
As
I can't drive it
advertised.
straight.
As advertised.
Yeah. I'm not doing the angle really well, but...
It's all right. Remember, you don't have to worry about the traffic.
Yep, that's right. That is a big help.
So now is anybody going to be saying, wait, I liked dodging cars while drifting. Please let me turn collision on in drift zones.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I want to go for another go.
All right.
We'll do our competition later, but this is practice runs right here.
Spin around and do it.
Okay. Back down into first. I like that second gear only, though.
Yeah, no, it
That
holds.
That feels pretty good.
It kind of keeps your speed down, too. So
Yeah.
you can't really get a ripping distance drift in, but it's certainly easier to manage.
I keep hitting the LB button
Yeah.
for
An e-brake.
emergency brake.
And Justin Pollock was telling us he never uses the brakes. Like he just, it's e-brake or gas.
that
On,
right?
gas off, yeah.
There we go. Thank you. We can hear the engine now. That's perfect. Thank you, guys.
Sweet.
Well, that's not that good.
No, not compared to my earlier.
No, definitely not.
But I bet, you know,
I'll give
a
one
couple
more,
times
then we'll
through
give it to Gabe.
Couple times through it.
We'll do our official competition here in just a bit.
Brian and I are very competitive.
Yes, we are.
That's always fun. I like me and Trite, too.
Yeah, we are competitive, and especially in Forza 7.
Oh, clutch kick. Oh, they want you to get real fancy now. No, we're just manual sequential right now.
Yeah, we're only manual. Oh, Lord. I meant to do that. I meant to show you guys the trees that are updated for Forza Horizon 4. They talked about that on the springtime stream last week, how they're trying to improve the visual language of trees, which I love that phrase.
Oh, yeah.
To
No,
show you
I'm-
which
I
ones you can go through and which ones you can't. All right,
Yeah.
Gabe, your turn, dude.
Sweet.
Man.
2 stars. I got to get
Don't
76,000.
press down on the left stick,
Yeah,
or you're going to be
press down.
launching into your favorite debug camp.
That's what I was
Left
worried
stick?
about.
Don't press down on the left stick.
Well,
There you go.
He's
gonna get for a drive.
You got to turn around.
I make the cars pretty.
Gabe's job is to make them look cool.
Oh, this is going to be a
Yeah,
good
you
competition
drive well.
then. I feel like I got second
dude.
wrapped
No,
up.
I'm third place, man. Yeah, I'm fourth place. Look at this, man.
It's all right.
I'm totally like Jerry Lewis in here on live pictures, man. I can't even keep this thing straight.
Yeah, this is one of the. It's got to be one of the more extreme models.
It is.
Pack.
It's
It's
insane,
a Viper.
man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that
Dude.
you're banging
Dude.
it up.
Yeah.
Totally embarrassing.
Nah,
No,
nah,
it's
nah.
okay.
Dude, no, I'm embarrassing myself. That's all right, man, because I ain't no drifter. I ain't trying to
But the car looks
front
awesome.
like I'm
It
some
does
kind
look
of
awesome.
drifter.
That means your job is evident for everyone to see.
Yeah, sing
There you
my
go.
thing, man. I've been drifting for about 3 minutes now.
Oh, we need to go back to Mario Brothers. Okay. All right.
All right. That's pretty good.
He's
That's
getting
pretty
there.
good.
He's
No, I
getting there.
think
He'll
you
get
beat me.
50, 60. There you go.
Well
Boom.
done.
Sweet.
Should we show a different car? Let's get a different car.
All right.
Try something else.
All right. Who haven't we drifted yet? How are we doing for time? I
Oh,
know
we
that
got
you
time. We got plenty
Forza
of time.
7 has so much stuff
They're
to
in
talk
my
about.
ear. They'll tell me when
All right.
when they're good to go.
All right. What are we doing?
Well, let's see. We've done the Viper. We've
What's
done
your favorite, Gabe,
let's-
that we haven't
yeah.
drifted out here? Well, we haven't drifted the Mustang
Yeah.
out here yet.
Mustang,
Show what happens, man.
We are
Mustang.
still showing off the Formula Drift car pack for Forza Horizon 4. This pack is also coming to Forza Motorsport 7 later this fall. If you
I hear
are-
it's free
that's
for
right.
some people.
It is free. You can pre-order Forza Horizon 4. We still have yet to get to Forza Motorsport 7, so if you're curious about the update for Forza Motorsport 7, trust us, that's on its way. We're taking some time with the Forza Horizon 4, the Formula Drift cars here.
Oh, I like
because-
this Mustang. It drifts itself.
Look at the
Is
detail.
that how it goes? It
Power
drifts
line.
itself.
It drifts itself. I'm just suggesting.
People are freaking out over this exhaust.
well, is it? I can't really hear it, but I
Ford.
imagine it's nice and loud in Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I like this car.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah. Now, I know it's not his current Falcon livery, but you know these cars are a snapshot in time, right? Right, Gabe?
That's it. That's
When did we source this car?
Last year.
Last year. That's right. Sure. He's got a 2018 Mustang now, or does he? Or is it still the same car?
But Roush puts their own front and rear bumpers on their cars, so
That's cool. It's got a neat look.
it's not as recognized.
Got no instruments. I guess he didn't need them. There you go.
Here
Oh,
in,
skill point earned.
Yes.
Well done.
All right.
All right, let me try this one. I want to try this one.
All right. Sorry, it's so sweaty and stuff. Clammy.
It's all of our
You're
sweat
in
at
fourth
this
gear.
point.
Just keep
Okay.
it in third. You'll have a good time.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Oh, perfect. I love that little moment when it zips through into ghost mode.
Yeah, it's like the things that used to make you go, oh!
Yeah,
Now it's
exactly.
just like, yeah, I don't care.
I want to link this entire thing if I can. Might get a lot of points, but
Well, you're getting some drift taps. Just don't hit anything solid.
Oh. Like,
Wino Ken Block car. Well, last I checked, Ken Block was not an active Formula Drift driver. This is a Formula Drift car pack.
hey, that's better. 48 grand.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Well, thank you, John. That
Yeah,
was
no,
awesome. These cars
I
look
love
amazing.
showing off this game. It shows off so well.
I'm going to give you the controller.
All right.
I just want to remind you guys that we talked about at the top of the show while John continues to drive around in the Mustang. Forza Horizon 2 is currently available as a Games with Gold game. If you are an
For
Xbox
free.
Live Gold member,
Yeah.
you can download and play Forza Horizon 2 for free. I bet you have fond memories of that game.
I loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
we all loved it, you know.
The south of France.
Oh, yeah.
What a
yeah.
gorgeous
I mean,
setting.
sometimes it's hard because, you know, we made a couple of, you know, Horizon 3 since then, and now
Yeah.
Horizon 4. You see all the things that we wished we could have done in
That's right.
Horizon 2, but it's really cool to go back and cruise the Côte d'Azur.
And that is a game that has, in my opinion, one of the greatest opening moments. When
Oh,
you're
yeah,
into
that's the one we did
car.
that video, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
slick.
please, if you haven't tried Forza Horizon 2, you have no excuse. The game is free as part of Xbox Live Games with Gold. And John, we've got a lot more Forza Horizon 4 news to come.
Yes, we do.
Gamescom is right around the corner.
Gamescom is right around the corner. Playground will be there, and they'll have some really great stuff to show and talk about.
Yeah, so look forward to that. Gamescom is just around the corner. We've got more coming on Forza Horizon 4. And if you're curious about the Formula Drift car pack, do not miss the world premiere of the Formula D trailer. It's going to be premiering this Friday on the Formula D stream. The Formula Drift stream will have
It's
the
a cool trailer. I've seen a sneak peek.
Yeah, it's
pretty
awesome. So Friday, August 10th, you don't want to miss that. It's going to be a fantastic debut of that trailer on the Formula D stream. We will have more information about where you can go to find that, probably in the Week in Review this week, so don't miss that. So that's Forza Horizon 4. Still to come, we have an in-depth look at the Forza Motorsport 7 August update. We're going